Hello, everybody. Thanks for being here. Put a 1 in the chat so I know you're here. So we are out in Richfield at the high school right now where there was a shooting. I'm going to try and go live and also tie Bob stream in here. I did some work on this to see if it'll work to tie both streams together.
Give female tap back. Now she is outside and RP's worried she's going to break his leg.
Copy with bringing that's why they listen to the call.
I don't know if it's going to work, what I got going on.
Outside in an infinity, RP does not have such a description.
Jack, you're curious why? Actually, I'm in Richfield. We're a suburb of Minneapolis right now. I try to go all over. Usually when I'm with Capital Transparency, he likes to stick to St. Paul. St. Paul has a little bit lower call volume, but it is a much safer area for us to stream in. We've made several strides with them getting to know us. So I would say about 98% of the officers we don't have issues with. Let me give you an update here on what is going on. So we're at the Richfield High School. Witnesses heard gunshots during the homecoming football game, and the auditorium was evacuated.
We're at the door for review video right now. It's the door right outside the main entrance. Sorry, outside the what? It's right now, just straight at door 4.
So this came in at 9 p.m. From MN Crime. 2 victims have been found shot near the football game at Richfield High School. Officers are on scene with the victim, reporting one has a minor injury and the other one may have a gunshot wound to the leg. Police have cleared medics in on the north end of the football field, so that would be kind of somewhat in the area where we're at. It would be to the right more, though. Officers applied a tourniquet to the victim shot in the leg and said other gunshot victim had no apparent injury with a bullet. Reported it struck his cell phone in his pocket. Officers evacuated the stadium area. Medics reported one victim is a male around 18 with a gunshot wound to both upper legs, 3 to 4 bullet wounds in total. The victim apparently narrowly escaped injury and dozens not seem to require hospital. Hold on, let me just read this better. So the other victim escaped injury and does not need hospitalization. This was at the football game. Multiple agencies responded to this as well.
Medic 2201.
6 or 7 victims.
6 to 7. Have a good day, 2201.
So that is where we're at now. There are two victims. One escaped injury because the bullets hit the cell phone, and the other one appeared to have, from what I'm reading here, gunshot wounds to the legs. 3 to 4 bullet wounds in total. Was an 18-year-old male. So we're in Bloomington, Edina, and Richfield area tonight. Don't know if we're going to head to Minneapolis or St. Paul.
Heavy.
But that is where we are currently located. It is 54 degrees, wet and foggy out. Let me jump out here. I can show you. They're searching some of the area. So there are some officers over in that area. There's a squad car. Mainstream is out here. Does appear they're searching in that direction. So to kind of give you guys an idea of the setup we got going in the truck tonight. This is Richfield High School. So does
20 cars in the area for a wrong-way driver. Northbound in the southbound lanes of Highway 100 at Brooklyn Boulevard. Sedan, unknown color. 207.
En route, that wrong way.
I did not, Don, I did not steal the Live on Patrol name. That is his channel name.
Good.
That happened, Jones, please. North Dakota 077, Boiling Canary.
And then Jones, please.
Door 3, and pre-booking report.
Coyote, I don't know where Pat and Bob is. Yeah, everybody can use the name. It's not a problem. There we go. So, I am gonna try to go live.
Town 4866.
Lindell.
Medical to JW 2141 Lindell 1201. Staff is calling for a male guest in that room that hit his head hard. Now he's throwing up, but he is conscious. Line is around.
Just copy.
So, I'm trying to go live, and I'm gonna tie both streams together.
Okay.
So this is a test, so guys, stick with me on this one.
The live sports, news, and entertainment you love?
Where is that? Go for?
Go for it.
It doesn't look like I'm live. I'm trying to go live on here, but it doesn't seem to be working. Let me know. Can you guys go back onto my channel and see if I have a second live stream going?
Maybe. 119.
Because I'm not seeing it on my end.
He gives us a Richfield call at Nicholas Park, 6300 First for 4 parties walking around with flashlights, this time in the porta potty. No restrictions. Thank you, first.
One more time.
South side of the stick building, vehicles, no plates, gonna be a white Jeep. Heavy.
No, nothing, you guys. Okay.
Cars clear traffic.
Heavy.
Like I said, this is I'm doing a test run as well, so I'm running 2 different streams. I might have to.
I'll close it up.
We might have to perfect this a little bit. But the plan is, just let me bear with me here. I'll show you what I'm working on. So this is what I'm working on here. So I might have to go live on my backup channel, which would be this screen here. So essentially we're double broadcasting here. And we'll do live on patrol on one side and my live on patrol on this side. And then what can happen is this is what you guys will see. Let's see. You guys will see this, and then if there's action, we can jump from screen to screen. So basically what we'll do is we'll go full screen like on this one, and we'll go full screen on mine, just depending on where the action is, but we'll run them together if there's nothing else really going on. So that's kind of the plan. It's hard to do unless I use another live stream to do that, and unfortunately the only other live stream that we can do is one we have permission to use. Bob, we don't need permission to use because Bob's live stream is a government and not a private live stream. So that's why we can use Sheriff Bob's live on patrol stream. It does say that I'm live. But I'm also not hearing sound, so let me see if I can figure that out as well while we're sitting here.
Right.
Criminal investigation. All 4 units are working cooperatively now. We got a ton of cooperation.
Myself on 647 at 407.
That was a good thing.
And the nice thing, I'll be able to mute one stream or another.
A little paint exchange on the Durango, not too much. The driver's door.
Justin.
Heavy.
Heavy.
Yeah, I see their chat is on YouTube. It's kind of weird. So actually, I checked my analytics the other day, and the majority of my viewership comes from Minneapolis. So I appreciate all you people tuning in from Minneapolis. So I do appreciate your request to go to Minneapolis. But we are definitely working on fine-tuning all of this as well and trying to make it
So later on today, if you stay on, well, let me get back up. Yesterday, you saw
hopefully we'll get this fine-tuned and we can have multiple streams going at once on this live. So that's the goal. Again, we've got a shoestring budget.
earlier in the morning, I had met with Cedric Alexander, and the architect of there, several other chiefs, about 30 chiefs and sheriffs in the metro area. Basically, he said,
So it's up to you guys. It's pretty quiet here in Edina, Richfield, Bloomington. We can leave this area and head over to St. Paul. I don't know how busy St. Paul is. We can always come back. So you guys can let me know where you want to go, if you want to stay in this area or if you want to head over to I see Twin City Citizen over in Live on Patrol put in their Minnesota News Now and Capital Transparency group. Yes, I see you guys putting in their Minnesota News Now on Bob's chat. I do appreciate all of it. Moondust, yeah, thanks for being here. So I did get a new wiper blade. I got some Rain-X in here as well. Looks like MN Crime might be live as well. Or just put up a video. Let's see, check out what he's got going on. Oh, actually, we have can you hear the shots? And there's everybody running. There's everybody running right there from the shooting earlier. Well, I appreciate you guys jumping over to Bob's live stream and throwing in my my channel out there, letting people know, because it does help. But yes, I am working on some upgrades. There's actually no jealousy between me and Bob. Well, I'm not jealous of Bob at all. What I'm trying to do is show you as much and more of what is going on, and having two streams tied together, show you more, right? It's kind of the whole point of media, so-called, I guess, except I'm recognized by the Minnesota BCA and Fusion Center as media. The only one, and multiple other agencies recognize me as media as well, or press. The only one that does the so-called media is the Sheriff's Department of Ramsey County, apparently. And that's the only one with multiple corruption issues that I found. Capital is off tonight. He decided to take the night off. Oh, YouTube comments are going off. Well, yeah, no transparency or free speech over there. I'm gonna go ahead and run in here to the gas station quick, guys. I'll be right back.
So, hey, here's what I do want to say. If you haven't watched the video about our ambassadors that I posted, you're missing out on something. I gotta tell you that of all the 265 videos we posted, that interview with our 6 of our ambassadors might have been the most meaningful to me. I hear firsthand about their lives, but what the impact was. You really should see it first. A lot of people told me, yeah, I was gonna watch a few minutes of it, but I got stuck watching the whole thing.
Really?
45 minutes, probably. You could quit after 44. But,
Is there any spots that you call these?
I would say that's really some good conversation, good messaging from you guys. What else happened here in Minneapolis? Where's the crowd of contention conflict? Yeah, so. Yeah. Vikings have a chance to get the conference lead if they win this weekend.
Getting a message here, the Richfield High School football stadium was cleared after shots fired.
Oh,
Multiple brawls at the Edina homecoming game last Friday.
yeah. That's not good.
No.
That's not good. St. Paul here, the selection committee did reduce the number of candidates to 8. Actually, technically 9, but one has since dropped out. So 6 candidates from the city of St. Paul, and then 2 outsiders. 2 outsiders. Sometime in the next week, we'll probably know who those outsiders are. One of them is the same candidate that applied for Minneapolis.
Where am I?
All right. What did I miss? Anything good? No, I am not a cop. Yeah, it's boring right now, but
So they're chasing his stolen cars and bailed out of it.
what are we missing here? So it looks like they got a chase in St. Paul.
Ask about our
LaFawn and St. Albans.
Give it over. Current 8 for East 94. Thank you, yeah.
All right.
You're looking for?
Negative. 94, right?
We'll head out that way to St. Paul.
Bottom line is there's stolen that we've been looking for all day, folks. Found it, Jackie's found it over here as well for a while. Lost it.
Yep, we are on 494 eastbound towards St. Paul. We're going to a stolen vehicle. Make sure if you haven't yet, hit the thumbs up button, and I honestly didn't think it was going to be too busy tonight. And my fault, I did my side of the stream. It's going to take 24 hours to recognize my backup channel. I just verified it so I can go live on my backup channel as well. If any of my mods in here can drop the link to my backup channel. So the way it's going to work is I'm going to be going live on my backup channel, and it will just be me. So if you don't want the double view of both lives tied together, then we'll just have the one. So basically, if you only want to watch my stream, you're gonna have to watch it on my backup channel. So make sure you guys go over to my backup channel and subscribe. Everything is the same except the background is a picture I got from a public data request from Brooklyn Center Police during the Dante Wright protests. I don't remember which night it was, but I believe an officer took a picture from the top of the building. So that is the background banner of the backup channel. But everything will be broadcast on both channels. Hopefully I can get this to work. Again, the next few Friday nights we'll be testing all of this out. But the other nice thing about the backup channel, if I get a community guideline strike or anything, and if I get in YouTube timeout, okay, they're starting up a perimeter. We're not too far from this call. It says 9 miles, 17 minutes. It's in west. And hopefully there's other things that we can be doing on the main channel as this is happening. A lot of the goals are also being able to, thanks Twin City Citizen for the backup channel link. Make sure you jump over there and subscribe to that as well, because it's going to be crucially important if you just want the regular my stream and sub to this channel for all the main content, and then on Friday nights we're going to be I'll be tying both streams together, so you'll be able to watch Bob live. Then also I'm going to also try to be getting up there like maps of the helicopter.
Dangerous south 7, quite candidly, escalate, turn radically, highlight rate of speed, northbound 73 at 2230.
Oh, Mike K says that I suck on Bob's stream. But yeah, go get over there and keep plugging my channel. But you'll be able to, hopefully we'll get some backseaters over here that'll be able to, like the free speech, as long as there's no threats, spamming, or harassing. You can even tell me that I suck on my channel too in my comments, and I don't delete them, and I don't want my mods to delete them as well. So there's that. But the goal is hopefully showing what's going on, right? That's the goal of what I'm doing anyway. And who knows, maybe some people will change their minds on what's going on.
Maybe bring that north perimeter to the, at least clear that, sorry. You ran west on the north side of LaFond from St. Albans.
So we do have a perimeter currently set up. We are now in St. Paul. You can tell because the roads are now pretty, St. Paul roads, right? So K9 has now started tracking. And I think another thing is people want to see what's going on with everything too, which is really nice, because if you watched my stream from you were able to see the faces and the apprehension that you could not see on Bob's Live on Patrol live stream, right? So there's different vantage points you're going to get, not just from mine, but from Bob's. And that again, about a year ago, or over a year ago, I wanted to sit down and talk to Bob, and you actually work with him on the live, and he didn't want to do it.
2008, 5188 is en route with the drone.
So they got the drone en route. Ironically, Ramsey County Sheriff's Department has a drone. That we did find out on the one live stream that they broadcast over. They broadcast and said that we were told to stay out of the zone, which they never talked to me, or out of the crime scene. And you could hear me talking to the officers. There was only one. He was a newer officer, didn't know any better, just doing what he was told.
Has one in the air currently.
Okay, so there's a drone up in the air currently right now on this track.
Copy. So just confirm you don't need Roseville.
Negative. Thank you.
So they're canceling Roseville.
Copy.
It might be Ramsey County's drone up in the air.
Code 396, case number 178 344. It's 178 344. Copy, thank you. 43.
So we're still about 11 minutes out from this.
Oh wait, sorry. It's clear. Copy, thank you. 22 clear.
So far.
Can't wait for Saturday though.
You know what? Not all backseaters are that way. A lot of backseaters have actually stumbled across my stream, and they like to watch both. A lot of people in here like to watch both, and I appreciate that.
After 29676, Speedway for field concealing items. So let me know if you need at least one.
Copy.
Yeah, Moondust, thank you so much for promoting my my channel over in his stream. I think he's actually, from what I'm seeing, I think their chat is now closed.
315 on the list.
We received another 911 call from the same phone number in the area of 1049 Euclid Street, where he stated that they saw somebody with a gun, then disconnected, or unable to call back on a 911 only cell phone. Howdy. 2246.
Yeah, so in the background you're hearing the scanner. So we're monitoring State Patrol, LTAX, and St. Paul PD.
Clear on the cab with 262.
Yep, Ralphie. That Euclid Street's east, right? We're over in west.
Westbound 62 on a black sedan, and on 28, no lights on, swerving over lane lines and seeking information at 22.
That's what was on.
Heavy. 2246.
From St. Albans on the phone.
I'm just being the phone to see that you guys lost the car. But then you saw the guys walk.
So they've got a drone, their canine tracking.
Affirmative. 2247.
So we do have, I bought the most expensive Rain-X wiper blade I could buy, and Rain-X additive washer fluid.
2248.
I was gonna try to get a webcam that was waterproof to actually mount outside the truck. So I was hoping the view would be different, run that through the computer. But it's tough when it's rainy and misty out like this to get you guys a good picture.
I'm sorry, you had background flow again?
Here, advise with 313.
Copy 2249.
Hello. Good.
Yeah, Rain-X does leave a film, but it does work really good for water repellent. Last Friday before I went out, I did the Rain-X, what is it, the Rain-X ceramic coat. And so that was a little bit of a challenge to get back off the windshield.
No, Sally. Heading west.
So we will be also broadcasting on a slight delay when we use Streamlabs OBS. I haven't seen Pamela in here, but if Pamela approves and asks me to make you a mod, I trust Pamela. She's been here with me for a while, or greatest ever. I'll make you a mod.
For check, Clark and Harris, female streaming no for the past 10 minutes. I'm not exactly where the building or which building they're at.
The traffic lights show blue.
Thank you.
But yeah, earlier, that's where we're out in Richfield. If you guys jumped in earlier, at the Richfield High School, there was a shooting during the homecoming football game. So I do want to try to cover more than just or St. Paul. I know that, like I said before, a lot of my viewers are coming from Minneapolis, so we might I might be concentrating over on Minneapolis a little bit more. So I've been on the phone this week with a bunch of agencies as well.
Mark, it looks like the motor vehicle says that the vehicle that matches that description from 1220 Rice Street.
1220 Rice Street, copy that, thank you.
I'm trying to get to do
Is
some.
that Minnesota or is it report solid?
I'm trying to get to do some ride-alongs with some of the Western Hennepin suburb agencies that are encrypted.
Like it is impending. I called about 15 minutes ago.
I was out the other day.
Copy, just keep it pending. I'll deal with it and I'll let you know when to do it.
If you've seen the video that I posted on Twitter or TikTok, Brooklyn Park Police, not to be confused with Brooklyn Center, they are neighboring cities. They did a pit, and the car they did the pit on ended up, the back end of that car ended up on the hood of the police car. I was gonna tie a video together on that. Only one person with so much time. There's the K9 right there. See if we can
Metro SP 130. Dead. 4. Let's wait, get 56.
South R35W.
What's up?
56.
We're just right off 534. Squad 534. 534. You guys copy the update and the call you're on. Ronnie, who I guess is the other half, to the girlfriend, said he saw to leave with you guys and was supposed to speak with you guys about it. He's currently waiting at Jackson 6, doesn't have a phone. Copy. 2257. You know to bring the vehicle to West Side parking lot.
2257.
just loop around the block here and get you a picture of the car that went into the ditch or the tree.
Stuff. Nice one, Concord. Copy. 20 Chicky.
So we'll jump out here and get you a picture of the car that went into the ditch.
Eastbound Thomas coming up to garage. Check a few more yards here. Hold on for 4 minutes.
Which way? I'll go left.
My right.
Not really, completely different. It's him, Alex.
Yeah. Just because of the crash, or is it fatal? Is it?
I haven't heard anything fatal. I mean, I heard him jump. Alex likes to put tape up. You guys you guys are usually good about, like, we don't get in the way. I mean, I'm not going to trample in here, but he likes to tape everything off because it's Ramsey County.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Oh, that's perfect. I just wasn't sure if there was a fatal at all. So it's not you know, injuries, or we're just taking up this crime scene.
Yeah, just because they're doing the track, and then I think there's something process of car and all that stuff. So
Okay, cool.
just to protect the evidentiary integrity.
Perfect. Sounds good. All right. Let us know if you need anything additional. Let us know if you need anything additional as far as that in here. All right.
I think we should be good. I think we just got to finish this up and then process it.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Appreciate it.
So there you guys hear how I talked to the sergeant with St. Paul PD. Super cool. St. Paul never, rarely ever have issues with, but you know, action Alice there. So apparently, part of the crime scene goes like up to their front door. And then he tells me to go right, which he meant left, which Bob drove right through here, by the way, so any evidence on the road is tampered already. So literally just tapes it up, nothing down there. So let's I can hear the drone over in that area there.
Hi, Jesse. I'm still tied up on this perimeter. Can you start for 476 Grim Hall Street, perimeter number 6? PNC with medics in route. Com sisters, schizophrenic, offer meds, and physically assaulted the com.
Racing.
That's that transparency the sheriff's department loves.
Can I help? Yes, you can. Can you call Council 22 when you have a second? 2-2?
My floodlight is apparently dead because I was going to try to turn that on for you guys so you guys could see what was going on. It is a stolen vehicle that the sheriff's department, well, it depends on what you want to listen to. We didn't get the full audio because I was in Richfield, but apparently it's the CAT team was chasing or not chasing or could have been chasing. But we're not too sure.
Southbound median side before concrete. Okay. Anything that they demon trained?
Yeah, I don't know if they're giving out gift cards.
Negative results so far.
But we'll find out. We'll find out about the gift cards.
Coming up with goose eggs as well, so let's clear this perimeter and see if 10 will need to cancel it.
Oh, they're going to clear out the perimeter.
Canceling 10-1, clear perimeter at 22. 28, driver's cut down.
So they came up with a big goose egg.
3752.
And apparently,
1052. And two suspects emerged from resident in the area. Once we determine that location, we're going to be conducting a knock and talk to see if we can't find a second outstanding suspect. Copy. What's the time? We're calling. Cancel one of those central squads. I drove by northbound. There is visible flames under the list.
so watch how fast I get yelled at now. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing over on this side. Well, we wanted to come, I wanted to get this side of the angle because I always try and get like kind of all sides of the whole situation. So I think that's Joe talking about how he threw sticks at the car. Ralphie, I think the tree is going to survive. Thank you, Adam, for the super chat. All the money I get goes right back into the channel. So it looks like a possible pit there in the back of the car. It was attempted. They're looking really hard in that St. Paul squad car for some reason. No, Alex did not crash again. Thank you, Twin City Citizen. Yes, please make sure you go to my backup channel so you can get full only my channel, because that's where I'll be streaming on just my channel alone. Otherwise, this channel will be streaming different channels, both Bob and mine's. A waste of money that is there. Yep, the airbag did go off. So it was a stolen vehicle. That more likely be a total loss. Yeah, I don't quite understand the point of putting up that tape, right? Give you a shot of that. Got a little bit of charge on my light. Well, off to the next one. Appreciate everyone for being here. Definitely, if you haven't yet, hit the thumbs up. Hopefully next Friday we'll be able to run 2 streams side by side. Alex did another phenomenal job by putting tape up and telling me to go left, which would be deeper into his alleged crime scene, instead of right, which would be out of his crime scene, and then told me it was the same difference. You know, there's a reason he doesn't work for St. Paul PD, and he was demoted from sheriff or sergeant with St. Paul PD. Had a very interesting conversation with their IA. No, I'm not done tonight. We're going to the next one.
262, should I clear? 262, legal sign, we're 23. 34, I can just show you clear.
No, Bob wouldn't want to be with me because, you know, one of us shows things that are actually really going on, and the other one shows a narrative.
Head over to 5093, just when Corbin, Evans, and Frank, DOC, arguing with friend's boyfriend, and then tried to break a bottle over Comp's head. It's going to be his name is going to be Keith, black male, 60s, heavy, he's wearing a white muscle shirt. And is there a squad to assist?
Oh, Bob's going over to Minneapolis after midnight. That'll
Timberlake, unavailable at this time. Yeah, but 364, you want to do that?
That's interesting, right?
364 now.
Yes, definitely sub to my backup channel. Thank you, Twin City Citizen. So again, the plan is my this main channel you're watching now, I'll be running 2 streams side by side. It'll be Bob's channel and it'll be my channel, and on my backup channel will solely be this stream that you guys are seeing now. So if you don't want to see with Bob's channel, you only want mine, then then watch on the backup.
Spot 261. 770 Water Street West, a Lilydale Park on a 911 hang up. So more of a DOC. Tom's calling from Lilydale boat launch, said that mail through something at Comp's vehicle. Suspect vehicle is going to be a red Ford F-150 pickup truck, Minnesota license, Delta X-ray, Lincoln 109. And then Comp's going to be awaiting in a white BMW.
No, Cindy T, I think Bob should be honored to be beside me.
325.
What I think is funny, why would the Ramsey County Sheriff go and patrol in Hennepin County? And the sad part is Bob has no say over anyone using his footage because it is public. And government. So Bob literally has no say if I use his channel or not.
Metro 50, sir. One clear. Stop out with the stall, North 35W at 280.
And I am actually broadcasting to my main channel, so I don't know if when I end the live stream, if it's going to have both streams tied together. So we'll see what happens.
Foxtrot, Juliet Echo 926, occupancy time.
Copy, Thomas, Hatchworth. Occupancy time, 23.
183, send us one to launch driver.
Wait,
Another.
23 copy, showing you in row.
I am willing to take ride-alongs if anyone is interested. Shoot me an email. I think Nub's Revenge might be coming out. I did get an email from him and a couple others. Twin City Citizen came out one night. So we definitely have people that do come out.
For pedestrian, stop on 35 via left there.
Perfect. Okay.
20 clear.
Shelly, yes, you are right. It does fall under fair use, and it also falls under government. So it's public data. He's actually creating public data. I did submit a public data request to Ramsey County Sheriff's Department for Alex's body-worn camera. And what else did I submit a public data request? Oh, so the night where they did the traffic stop on us, where we were showing them being completely incompetent about making what's the way? The attempted murder suspects, but they were more prioritized on us sitting on the side of the road filming the whole of it going on. And we had no idea, both me and Steve had no idea that they were at the house, like kitty corner across from where we were sitting, which was pretty scary and interesting at the same time, right? But Alex decided to come up and do a traffic stop on us.
396 Lexington Parkway North, number 2, to assist medics with DUI. 114, move back. You have it.
117, cancel 114.
14, you can leave the shot for now. Over, you copy. How would you like your previous call code? Advised.
Your son is doing the Explorers. That's awesome. The Explorer program is an actual really good program. You can do, there's multiple different kinds, and as far as I knew, it was done by through the Boy Scouts of America, and they do really good work. There's Explorers for mechanics, fire, police, EMS. There's tons of different job professions, and it's a really good program to introduce 14 through 21-year-old young adults and teenagers through professions that you may never know that you would like to get into. So it gives you an opportunity to get into that and see. It's a really good thing to do. The fire department's a little bit different. It's usually through 18, because at 18 you can be an actual firefighter. So they usually stop the Explorers at 18, and you usually just take your helmet from one rack to the other, or your gear, and you just become a full-time firefighter, full firefighter. So you know, it's a really good program to get into. I encourage a lot of people to check out the Explorer program. I know a lot of the suburb cities are they just did open houses. I think Brooklyn Park, Brooklyn Center, Plymouth, but there's a few western suburb cities that have them. With the police department, but also the fire department has them as well. Yes, some of the things they participate in, they get trained in.
2334.
You get to do traffic control. You get a lot of training on hand-to-hand combat, shooting scenarios. You go through. It all depends on the agency and what they let you do. You get to learn how radars work. Basically, you get to do almost everything officer gets to do. A lot of ride-alongs, but there's a lot. Some provide security for community centers. Although it always changes, right? Each city's a little bit different. Sometimes they'll let you take out the cars and drive around. His team came second in state. That's really good. So if anyone is familiar with how state competition works, it used to be up in Breezy Point. I don't think it's in.
I got a second call saying the vehicle was under weed lock and the person was standing as well, but no,
I don't know where it's held. Mankato, I think now, or Rochester, one of the two cities in southern Minnesota.
53.
But it is a very, very tough competition. I mean, there's critical criterias that if you miss, you're failed on, and the training is really, really hard. But it's a really, really good opportunity for you to get to understand how law enforcement operates, and it's not you're not so much in the political part of it as you are once you get in the field. So you get the true, real side of law enforcement, how I think law enforcement should be. But then actually when you get in the job, there's usually a lot of politics. Different agencies operate different. Minnetonka is one of them. Chaska down in Carver County. I don't know if Carver County sheriffs have an Explorer program. Maple Plain Fire, I think, has a fire department Explorer program. Maple Grove Fire. Wright County Sheriffs has an Explorer program. Cindy, yep, they get a duty belt and gear. Some carry handcuffs. And they get trained in how to handcuff people. And there's a lot. Some, I don't know if there's tasers or mace involved.
There's to make contact with the caller.
Affirmative, we have a party that here that county code works.
Copy 23.
It's a good program to be part of and in. So I encourage everyone to do it. Both fire and law enforcement have Explorer programs, and sometimes people get into like the law enforcement program, and they're like, you know what, I don't really think this is what I thought it was going to be, and then they'll go into fire, and then they're like, you know what, I like fire department better than I like the police department, or vice versa. They'll go on the fire and they'll be like, not quite what I expected, and they'll go into the police, right? So in the fire department, some let you drive trucks, but you get to learn all sorts of things in operations, training. There's a lot of good things you get to learn.
5047 Marion Street, no suspicious. Comes in, there's two men trying to enter their garage, the crowbar in the back parking lot. First one's going to be an Asian male, skinny, tan shirt. The other one's an Asian male, shorter, wearing a gray top, camo shorts. Still on scene, they arrived in some sort of van or SUV. Really good. Go ahead, Tango. Cancel the 20, I'll take that one. Copy 20, sure, clear.
Some things I'll let you guys know about too if you're interested, and you're still if you got kids in high school or middle school. A lot of the tech schools offer emergency medical responder, used to be first responder. You can take that, and
74.
the school, your middle school or high school, will pay for it. So
2339.
you can go to you can go to and most of them are evening classes, and it's tough, right? Like it's tough to go to school during the day and then go to night college, but it usually is paid for free, and you can get your first responder in the state of Minnesota, unless it's changed, but you can get state certified at 16. You can take all your firefighting classes through Tech. I know Hennepin Tech and Anoka Hennepin Tech offer those. And again, they're typically night or Saturdays. They're people that work during the day, right? And so you can literally graduate college and high school at the same time and go right into fire. And if you get, associate's degree, a 2-year, you can apply those credits over towards, law enforcement if you want, because law enforcement just usually requires a 2-year degree minimum. So that's an option as well too. So I mean, those credits do transfer to other schools. Minnesota, if you go into fire, I think are recognized in like 40 some states, and the U.S. Government DoD contract also recognizes our state certifications through Minnesota. It's IFSET certification you get. So those are good. Certifications to have. I know that my certifications transferred down to Georgia, so which was nice because I didn't have to recert. They just recognized them through IFFA. It was Georgia's national certification they recognized. So
It's called We're 1885 Laurel Avenue.
one thing, I'm gonna pull over here. I'll look at the chat a little bit more.
2342.
So I'm still not that familiar with St. Paul. I do kind of know some of the roads. It's only taken me, over a year. It was pretty calm tonight. We started off with a lot going on earlier in the evening.
3 Metro.
So you want?
In the 60.
Assisted with 113 and 123. Leave 123 on it.
Ralphie made chicken the other day, I believe. I didn't. I was gonna come out and do a live stream, but I got wrapped up into other work and couldn't make it.
And 287. And 537. 537, have a good night. Is there any other central squads for midnight EOT?
It is currently 52 degrees, drizzly, and not that great outside.
Guys, we just heard about 8 to 10 gunshots south and west of 59 degree Jessamine Lane.
All right, we got a shooting call. PD heard it.
2345.
673 deal.
Jessamine, let's see.
Service assisted with 113 and 123. Lead 123 on it. 278.
We get the address here and we'll head over there.
And 287. And 537. 537, have a good night. As well, is there any other central squads for midnight EOT? Hey guys, we just heard about 8 to 10 gunshots south and west of 59 degree Jessamine Lane.
2345.
673 deal.
We're only a couple miles from there.
Squad 210 210. 1345 Western Avenue North, permit number 15, the domestic comes, segment other is DK, and she wants to remove from the house. Is a Holman, or Manuel Holman, Hispanic male, 45 years old, medium build, 5'2", is wearing a sport shirt and short pants. Last seen leaving the building 5 minutes ago in a red truck, comes concerning might come back.
So we are on our way up here to Jessamine, where there was officers called in hearing gunshots.
That's really clear. 210, thank you. 2347.
About 100 feet behind us. Can you get the cameras up on them?
Is it for 2314?
.388. Just to advise, looks like the male half from your call is calling RCCs, requesting information on where police took his wife and is very upset and is swearing and continuously.
Copy.
23.
We are in St. Paul. We're en route to a shooting call. Officers heard gunshots off of Jessamine. Ralphie is saying 500 is Payne Avenue. Yeah, but we're heading to Jessamine. I don't have, it'd be nice if I had government money because we could, we could have all sorts of radios and money tied into this. Coming up by the BCA again. It's a lot of shootings happen at this townhome complex back here. A lot of crime actually. This is where the sheriff's department was not pursuing a guy that crashed a car at over 100 miles an hour. Remember, they weren't pursuing because they said so. But they were following the car with their lights on. Alex attempted to stop them, and the car took off. And Alex was continuing and couldn't, and lost sight of them. And Pat tried to throw the stop sticks out. Could not. Couldn't throw them out in front of the car fast enough.
Lieutenant, I'll be able to check your area. 2231 Maryland Avenue for 911. Hang up on 2353.
So we've seen a squad down here.
Squad 315.
Yeah, thanks.
Can you dupe that Central Rice Street motor vehicle stopped into my call, please?
Copy.
Turn you guys a little bit here. See if we got any updates on anything out here. So, according to Marky Kelly on Twitter, shared a tweet from Richfield High School. The high school has canceled weekend events, including homecoming dance after tonight's shooting. So the Richfield, where we started the stream at Richfield High School, they have canceled all weekend events, including the homecoming for Richfield High School. I'll be trying to work on of that as well. Richfield PD has confirmed that there were 2 victims with non-threatening gunshot wounds were found near the northeast entrance gate of the football field during Richfield High School homecoming game tonight. So that happened. That's Hennepin County, Richfield, Minnesota. Well, BC, you are entitled to your opinion. See, that's one thing you get on my stream. You can actually, put your opinions in. And even if I don't agree them or like them, they're still up there. I don't block you. I don't want my mods to block you. As long as you're not threatening, spamming, or harassing. And harassing is, has to rise to a certain level. So you're entitled to your opinion. But this is a shooting call. It's sad because, one or two, 3 people, a few people ruined it for everyone at that homecoming game, right?
Already blocking over, straight over to also in rail and stick the driver. It's a yard clearing. And transported. Not far. Things will be clear. Cars will be taken. Good night. On the air and see if any of our squads were going to write the St. Paul original on the AOA at Thomas and St. Albans, please. Or LaFond and St. Albans, I guess.
So they're talking about that stolen vehicle.
Any spots that were on the Crimson County AOA for St. Albans and LaFond can advise if you're writing the original report.
Well, I think we're gonna
Well, to one copy.
clear this.
635's on. Thank you.
10-7, have a good night. Good night. Love that.
What's not?
You know, it's funny because yeah, it's a drug-free zone, crime-free zone, gun-free zone where that happened. Like, again, it's weird, right? It's just amazing how these things happen. It just goes to show you, like, you know, be aware of your surroundings all the time.
Going for it. I got a voicemail. I'd like to click on. Yeah. Happy.
So I'm going to work on getting a little bit more videos cranked out for you guys here during the week. Every watch that you guys watch helps grow the channel. Sharing helps grow the channel.
674, move up a little bit further.
Yeah, Twin City Citizens, were your kids, or was it your kids' school part of the one where the shooting call came in? Because there was multiple schools around. I think Ohio, they were hitting the state of Ohio today, calling in a bunch of fake active shooting calls in the schools. That's been a big thing. That happened Thursday for us here in our state. I know other states are being hit by the same amount of calls. I think we had 13 schools here in Minnesota. It's getting to be too much. I mean, it's sad because if it was a real active shooting situation, we have resources spread all over the place that can't be devoted to one. And then what happens is resources get spread thin. It can truly be dangerous for everybody involved. Although I'm happy to report, I think every single school that it happened to, officers did not hesitate to go in. They went in. They didn't just wait around outside for random SWAT units to show up. So, you know, there's that.
Copy for now.
One thing I will be working on is having a membership for 99 cents a month that will help with financial support of the channel. If I can get half of my subscribers to become members, we can increase going out lives at least to probably 3 nights a week. If I can get about 3/4 of my subscribers to become members, we could probably almost go out every evening. And I will be putting up different content that will be members only content, because you guys should be able to be rewarded, right? Plus, I will use a lot of that money for mobile hotspots.
I sent you an SIP, Jackson, Maryland. State originally had a call in for a guy who was threatening suicide. He was then driving the wrong way, westbound to the eastbound lanes of Maryland. And now he is going southbound Jackson, possibly. Tangent Dodge Ram, 2500 Minnesota license. Echo Hotel Charlie 002. Name is going to be Dustin.
That's not.
It's going to be Echo Hotel Charlie 002.
It's not good. Guys, if you are experiencing, any mental health crisis, or anyone, I think it's, oh God, I don't know, maybe you guys know, what's the number? 988? It's a national hotline where you can talk to people.
We clear 3/4 of the St. Paul CN.
Copy. 8 minutes. Customer, go ahead.
275 to transport 2,000 miles from the LEC to the JDC. So
I think one thing I want to do is a members, like a members only night where I'll go on live and we'll have a discussion. I'll answer questions.
more.
So you guys can ask me questions. I'll answer a majority of them. And it'll be a members only night.
People are still going around me.
So I will have a members only thing set up pretty soon.
Take my spot back there.
And again, that's going to help out tremendously.
Do you want to go right behind those flares?
West Metro State Patrol
Okay,
units.
that's what they agree. We have one behind the flares and one come up to the front.
Copy. 9 minutes.
See, Pamela's in here in the chat. Thank you so much for being in here, Pamela. Thank you so much for getting the information up there, Pamela. So if Pamela asks me or asks for or authorizes me to give you a wrench, you will get one. And then it is up to my other mods in here to monitor each other and let me know what is going on. So there's Sheriff's Department right there.
In the clear, I'm over 35 feet now, still haven't seen the vehicle. Copy.
I believe that was Mr. Alex himself.
Either the side or the hood with that teal color. I couldn't tell that, but this one's stopped in the traffic, gonna go northbound through the tunnel.
St. Paul PD in front of us.
10-4, I'm on the south side right now.
Metro 1575, southbound 35 E passing 494 on a Chevy Impala. George King 663. Vehicles all over the road, leaving from center to fall back to center. No follow information.
Metro, what's that delay on that?
No delay.
You used to live in Burnsville, Jay? Yeah, we unfortunately it's Burnsville, Dakota County. We can listen to Dakota County. A lot happens in Dakota County. If you have Twitter, a good if you guys are in Dakota County, a good Twitter account to follow is Southeast Metro Fire. They post up a lot of stuff in Dakota County. Do great footage. Do cover some of Ramsey County too, but mainly in that Dakota County is where they get the most of it. Mostly all the officers I've ever dealt with in Dakota County have been great, super respectful with recording and filming. I did get some in Brooklyn Park. Yeah, you can pick up Ramsey County if you download a scanner app. Ramsey County or St. Paul too. Yeah, if you hear a call that comes out, you can hear it. There is a delay usually on those.
320.
You guys want to set up safe Fox Travel please? Let me know what you expect.
And just verify the number 403.
Bloomington, Edina, and Richfield, Minneapolis are the only Hennepin County ones you'll be able to hear. Yeah, Ralphie, there's about a 2-minute delay, so I don't know what my delay is on here. But you probably hear it faster on mine. Itasca County, okay. Some counties are available still, although they are encrypting. Is it Stearns County? That's St. Cloud. They just went encrypted, so we won't be going to St. Cloud because we can't hear anything. California did introduce a bill to
Durango, to an address on Como Avenue.
They wanted a state law passed so they could not allow law enforcement to encrypt their mains, because they do have other radio channels that are encrypted that they can pass sensitive information on. And the argument is, it's going to be more work. Well, they already do that anyway.
27.
So I think that Yeah, super secret channels. We actually
Another courtesy by 478 Hazel Street North.
we do actually have super secret channels that we can hear that you can't get on the scanner apps. You have to pay to hear some of those super secret channels that aren't encrypted. So, like, I think on the app you can't hear St. Paul PD channel 4, but we do have that on the scanner. We have a lot of Ramsey County radio traffic. We do have some of the RTAC channels.
Now, some of you may have heard of
I
some.
don't think Bob knows they're not encrypted. He does like to yell at the dispatchers quite a bit. But the good news is anytime an agency that's encrypted has to talk to an agency that's not encrypted, they have to go to a non-encrypted channel, attack channel. So that's kind of nice. Isanti County, you can't hear anymore.
Last one, Maryland. Jail is clear around. Start drifting towards this address. See if we can find the vehicle. Copy that.
So it sounds like Bob is doing patrol outside of his jurisdiction, his primary jurisdiction. I think if you pay, it goes back to that. I don't know if I said this already, but if you pay, you can get the TAC channels. Oh yeah, Bob's on University in Minneapolis, huh?
Bravo 396. Car 396. Could you please change this code to a violation of protection order? It's going to be reported with Bravo 22. Realty. Here's all some 2 minutes.
Seems pretty calm and quiet and peaceful in St. Paul though tonight. Maybe we can attribute that to the weather. We are currently in St. Paul, Ramsey County. Right here, so those electrical boxes right there are where I was hiding when on my 360 view. When the cannons were deployed and the mace, and I came back here and hid. They set this Goodwill on fire during the protests and riots and arson all rolled into one. I believe the Napa was up here, if I remember right. I believe this was Napa. I talked to I think the next day came down here and was talking to people, and the owner's brother was crying, literally broke down in tears because he said his brother kept it open and kept it running for the community, and it was to serve the community.
University and Fry with Minnesota Mike Uniform Romeo 650.
So
University and Fry.
it was a lot of heartwarming, sad, interesting things that happened, especially the next day. A lot of community members came out to this area and helped just clean up. There's another business there to the right that got lost and never rebuilt. The Discount Tire there to the left. The You know, I have to say that's when St. Paul PD came right across, went right past me and had no issues at all
So this is
with me
South
filming.
17. So we're on 4th Street. There's one way going west. University's one way going east. We're on 4th.
So yeah, it was a very surreal time here in Minnesota.
Salem, caller by Jennifer before 20-30-year-old male party throwing items at vehicles and hitting our caller's car as he was driving off. One of the parties did make mention to shoot our caller as he left. No weapons were seen. We were standing in the middle of the road. Suspects are all described as black males.
Copy.
21 minutes.
Well, that's way behind us. How is the stream? Is it choppy or any issues on your guys' end? I mean, it is misty out, so we're gonna have to deal with that tonight. The stream is fine. Okay, good. So the building there to the left of the screen, that is where the Minnesota Police board, state board is. They're housed in that building. It's kind of a teal green-ish building. Snelling and University here. Looks like they got a traffic stop up here.
Sounds clear.
22 minutes.
DOT in transit, not clear. No, thanks. More time, get this way. Clear that.
22 minutes.
Transit copies.
Thank you for your assistance. 21 minutes. Cars for 1050 where the parties are fighting. South 252 at Brookville. Sure, right here.
Do the Bryce Park. Copy.
The CVS closed, Ralphie, because of the high levels of shoplifting. That's interesting. It doesn't surprise me, though. A lot of businesses in Minneapolis are closing because of the same reason. Well, looks like they cleared the traffic stop. That Denny's is still open. I think that's one of the last Denny's. Ralphie, you didn't tell me you guys had a Denny's in St. Paul?
Do you have another car for that 1050 with the flight or local?
One was just arrived.
Local to the road, Broadway.
So they got a car accident with a fight at 252, which is going to be Brooklyn Park, I think. I agree. Business owners should, but unfortunately, in the state of Minnesota, they can't, and it's really sad. Because what'll happen is it shuts down, and it's sad because a few, as the saying go, a few bad apples spoil the bunch, right? And it's sad that that has to happen like that, right? I mean,
you gotta get that car over to the right on the lane.
so we're close enough to Minneapolis. We'll start listening to Minneapolis and see what we can hear. Problem is, if we try to monitor too many channels, we'll miss a lot.
The welfare check 949 Ottawa Avenue for a subject that was yelling at someone currently blasting music in front of the address of a blue pickup truck for 28 minutes.
Richfield, Bloomington, and Edina have always been super respectful.
Chrysler 200, that also goes up on the Marquette.
So, you know, I always, at Brooklyn Park, like I said, I was up there. I can show you, I'm going to show you guys a picture, and then I'm going to do a video, hopefully, shortly this week of what happened up there with a chase. And they had another chase. I think I also posted on Citizen. If you guys don't, if you guys live in the metro area, unfortunately that's the only place Citizen really works. So if you guys live in the Twin City metro, you can download Citizen and upload you know, videos and incidents that happen on the Citizen app. It's extremely helpful in areas, especially where there's encrypted. Marquette and Orange, there's a carjacking.
Soda? Alright. Bags are around, do you still need them? Male that matches the description. You pulled up the DVS picture of the suicidal male on the bridge east of Jackson on Maryland. By the time we turned around, he kind of ran and jumped into the wooded area here. Are we checking the area? Remember that.
Oh, on Marquette was an orange Charger.
Heavy.
over here by KSTP TV, Channel 5, Channel 45, Hubbard Broadcasting. This is Minneapolis, Dinkytown.
Want her to go to the hospital today.
120 shooting usually.
Your neighbor has an orange Charger. Hopefully you still have it. Yeah, if you download the app is free. Or there's like a monthly subscription where it like allows you to talk to people, and it's not worth the money, but the Citizen app is free. You can upload short videos, you can upload incidents that are happening. It'll alert you if incidents are happening. Wax.
Can I just get another squad to block traffic?
If people subscribe to me because they think I'm Bob and Pat, I mean, I guess so. I don't think they would think that I'm Pat and Bob, but sure. Completely different channel.
Female left, possibly in a vehicle, still not getting an address.
And the black hoodie, dark skin, long hair.
Copy, dark conflicted. Molly male needs for 15717 North Black City.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I don't take it as offense. More people that subscribe and watch, I mean, pretty much cover the same thing. The only difference is I'm not a cop, so, but we go to calls, we show you what's going on. A lot of times we get better footage in some instances. Some instances Bob and Pat get better footage, right? But my main focus of what we're doing is the news, right? So our focus is getting the camera shot, getting the shots of the what is going on. Where Bob and Pat's main focus should be law enforcement. So a lot of times you're stuck staring at a tree or building, and you can't see what's going on. You can't see what the officers are doing. You can't see the suspects getting taken into custody. Oh, that's nice. It's precinct 3. Person with a gun, unknown if they threaten the caller with it. This
looks like you should try to leave the apartment. They're currently in apartment 334. We'll try to see if you have the vehicle.
that is in 3rd precinct of Minneapolis. So Dinkytown, a lot of the I'm gonna say kids are really clueless of their surroundings down here, and a lot of criminals take.
The caller stated that he ran and that she no longer needed services and was connected. He may be outside now.
So the criminals take advantage of the kids down here not paying attention to their surroundings. So as you can see, it's pretty busy.
Southbound South is pinging to that area, showing possibly address 175.
A lot of college kids down here. Um,
What would be Washington?
I have to tell you, you got to be super careful when you're driving down here.
North of the cities, they join together to make it
So where in Washington here?
I know that a lot of kids I've seen down here walking with their headphones in. You're not paying attention at all.
Where is this?
Yeah, OB call. We're not going to an OB call. Do appreciate you letting us know what's going on, but you know, person in crisis. Typically, I don't go to a lot of medicals. We don't usually go to, but you know.
Just due to the phone being out there, I've got to be unable to pick up the sound. I think it was about 30 minutes.
One is outside her window. I believe it's her friend's ex-boyfriend. 5 minutes anyway.
Down here at East Hennepin.
Having fun with her. Boulevard on an older Malibu, no plate, going 30 miles an hour. Information in 30 minutes.
Might just turn off St. Paul here now that we're deep into Minneapolis. We'll hear how busy Minneapolis is.
You just call back. You can disregard that. It's okay. $39 minutes. On the ramp south 35W to eastbound 62.
07 tunnel.
40 minutes.
255.
40 minutes.
Well, what I've experienced with my experiment with going live, with trying to tie the two, I don't think the bandwidth on my phone is going to hold up. So I think I'm going to have to try to come up with a different idea. Well, we're cruising around waiting to go to calls. So this is kind of what it's like on a typical night. Basically, you know, I'm just showing you guys, you know, you're seeing what it's like. You know, sometimes it's busy and sometimes it's not. You never know what it's going to be like. Yeah, thanks for everyone hitting the thumbs up. Appreciate all the likes. Oh, yeah, K9, you're talking about Bob? Yeah.
Can you add the last four of the case numbers?
But
0746.
I don't know if it's going to work out with tying the two streams together. I think that video is going to upload. I don't think it was live. We're going to have to re-look at that. Again, we're going to experiment over the next few Friday nights and see how it all works. It takes extraordinarily a large amount of bandwidth. So we might just have to, I might have to do it a different route.
Dark colored SUV 31 Tom something ran 3 stoplights on City Street, then was like swerving on the ramp. Information at 42 minutes.
That was State Patrol West Dispatch, by the way. So it's going to be Hennepin County pretty much is West Dispatch. But we're listening to Minneapolis, so we'll see what goes on here.
They did put it there southbound 94 at 57, blocking the last two.
Yeah, StreamYards is pretty interesting. The other thing I can do is I can switch it up and I can stay Friday nights. I can go out Saturday nights. Friday nights we can just basically watch Bob's stream and comment, talk about different things that we see him doing. That's an option. The other thing I want to start doing is going over other streams. So kind of like just covering other First Amendment auditors, cop watchers, things like that. So those are options too that we can do.
255.
255.
Stone's unoccupied or the flat. You want it out of here? I'll put paperwork on it.
That's up to you.
Oh, is
Yeah, go ahead and start a tow.
K9 over there? Pamela and Twin City Citizen, if you think I should make him a mod over on this channel, him or her a mod, let me know.
Move this truck stop off to Glenwood and Lawn. Can you start me a private tow, please?
45 minutes.
Oh, thanks for subscribing to my other channel. Yeah, that one should be able to go live 24 hours, well, probably about 22 hours from now. So we'll be going live. YouTube just announced as well, if you guys have a channel or are going to upload videos, at the first of the year, they're going to be able to make
2605.
allow you to make your shorts monetized. So they just emailed that out to a lot of people saying that they're going to be able to start making money on shorts, because right now you make no money on shorts. I have put out content on TikTok. That does help out a lot. Although I haven't, I need, I think 10,000 followers on TikTok to make that monetized. Almost there. So if you do have a TikTok account, if you do subscribe to me, that would be very helpful. Most of the videos I put out on TikTok are also on YouTube. I did want to, I forgot to bring up, I got to do a video. Ramsey County Sheriff's Department is being sued for $10 million in federal court for civil rights violations. So you don't hear that on the Live on Patrol. Although a lot of the Live on Patrol videos that you guys have seen are, here goes the Minneapolis squad. A lot of, good propaganda videos trying to cover that up. I will be doing a video showing that as well, that Bob, the Sheriff's Department, which Bob is in charge of, is being sued. A bunch of deputies did sue the Sheriff's Department and won, I think, $1.5 million for the jail segregation that they did when Derek Chauvin was in custody at the Ramsey County Sheriff's Department. Yeah, so they did not allow black deputies or jailers to be around Chauvin. Thought that was pretty interesting.
503. 503. Can you find
Yeah.
us to 531? He'll be taking it shortly. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Hit the wrong button. Oops. K9, if you can leave a message, see if I blocked you. I think I unblocked you and added you as a moderator. Nope, yep, you're good. You're good. You're a mod now. Sorry. Hit the wrong button. Oh, LG, you're over here, huh? Okay, cool. Thank you, LG, for being here. I believe, are we still in Minneapolis? 49th. You know, and I do count on all you mods out there. I do appreciate every single one of you. So, again, I count on all of you to police each other and not to let the power go to your head. I know that Good Luck America does not mod anyone. I know there's some other channels that are very limited on their mods. I feel like it's a very important thing and good for everyone to have. Yeah, Ralphie, he's got the power. Oh, Columbia Heights. Yep. Okay, that's what I thought. I was starting to realize we're in Columbia Heights. So we're in Anoka County now. Anoka is pretty busy too. There's a lot that happens up in Anoka, and Anoka is not encrypted.
This is W Chris for 1050 blocking west on 94 at 280.
Bar 494 Lex. 66936 midnight.
Oh, I know exactly where I am now. Let's,
Okay, just go on over to their radio.
I'm gonna see if I programmed my radio the right way, we should be able to hear Anoka County. Just pull over here. Nope, not going to Cub Foods, but we are going to see if we, if I program my scanner right to listen to Anoka County. And I did not program the scanner right. So that is okay because we have other ways to listen. I'll have to fix that later. So I'm trying to get all the metro counties programmed so we can go outside the metro. Gone but not forgotten. Yeah, that's, I mean, it's super sad, right? But it's the only guarantee we have in life.
All good. Copy, 53 minutes. Six nine. If you want to set up in the curve, push over to the right. Yeah, it could be. Fly for my shot. The drivers from the silver SUV ran eastbound 94 from the city of Hops. Just disregard, I might have one. Copy, 54 minutes. Fly for my shot. Yeah, he ran eastbound 94 back towards 280 and up over to northbound 280-ish. Copy, 55 minutes. 5412, and I'll come down 280, 36. Sorry for my share. Description on the head I ran is going to be African American, group 20s wearing all black.
Freaking away, do we have an ETA on that? Freaking away, 9 minutes.
69 Metro, can you see if you can find him on camera? 280.
53 minutes.
Smith.
Oh, I was gonna show you guys.
255.
Brooklyn Park. The police
Are we
chase.
still doing it?
Okay, that's Grand Rapids is right.
Okay.
53 minutes.
Coon Rapids is a phenomenal agency as well. So that was about 3 days ago up in Brooklyn Park. Again, the officers had no issues with me getting that close at all. So
331 animal call.
they were super cool about it. But yeah, that was interesting that night as well. Yes, that was considered a successful pit. There were juveniles in that car as well. That was on a bike path, actually, in a park. No, that was, well, that was earlier, as in like I think Tuesday morning. Tuesday night they had another chase. They did call it off because it was too dangerous. That video, or the picture I just showed you, that was Brooklyn Park Police Department. Again, they're super great agency. They actually were following that vehicle. I think they executed a warrant pertaining to that call at Huntington Apartments in Brooklyn Park, where there's a lot of shooting calls.
Dark colored SUV, plate given, William Victor 5349. Vehicles all over the road, very easy. No caller information.
And then, unfortunately, again, that is another, they're part of Hennepin County and they're not able to, they're encrypted. Hey, EM, thanks for being here. We'll actually head over that way so you guys can see. Again, there's, I try to get as much video and then edit it and put it out. A lot of it's just short videos because there's not a whole lot to put out. It's hard to do a huge video on it. So I do appreciate everyone for always watching the videos and seeing what's going on. Unfortunately, the news is evolving so much around here. It's hard to keep up with, and it's like you get one and then it's already on to the next and it's old news. And this area is pretty much like the extension of North Minneapolis. I talked to a lot of the officers up here, Brooklyn Park, Brooklyn Center, and they're getting handed to it. The crime is just skyrocketing up here as well, and it's super sad to see how bad it's all going up here. And unfortunately, we can't hear about it. Brooklyn Park PD is one of the best agencies with getting the information out, though. But yeah, no, I appreciate even Crystal. I've talked to a lot of their officers. You know, they try their best as well to keep the crime out. New Hope, I haven't had a whole lot with New Hope, but mainly Crystal, Brooklyn Park, Brooklyn Center. Yeah, Douglas, big shout out to Pamela. She's always in helping out with everything.
That's all right.
Yeah, Brooklyn Center. We're in Brooklyn Center now. Unfortunately, this is all encrypted. We can't hear what goes on. Actually, we're gonna cruise by the Brooklyn Center Police Department. You'll see that the
64212 Street Northeast for 911, hang up for 911, only phone, multiple calls from this number, showing within 0 years, I will call back.
402.
you guys get to see the Brooklyn Center Police Department.
Yeah, 101.
I'm the good dispatch. I'm the rescue one, area. From where 59, 15 minutes.
They want you.
So this Motel 8 here is always usually super busy. A lot of law enforcement gets called here quite a bit. If you watch Rowdy's stream, that's where he talked to that one security guard, that statewide security guard. The Minnesota or Twin Cities FBI office is there to the left. Ironically, they have signs posted around their perimeter saying there's no filming, which goes against the rules.
Okay, he's slamming on his brakes. Been trying to hit him if I have a chance.
Okay, we got a pursuit.
Attached with LTAC 1 on pursuit. LTAC 1 at 102.
We'll see where this pursuit is, and if it's over here in this area,
If you can safely pit, go ahead and do it. Strike ready. He's one out. Single male on pit, white male. We're heading back north. Speed 52.
10 for heading back north now. White male. Speed 62. 102.
This is Brooklyn Park,
That way as well.
Brooklyn Center Police Department here to the left. You still got fences up.
And they did have contact during the day, so.
10 for contact was made during the
Westbound 95. Speed's about 50. Sorry, about 75 now. I'm looking at his app.
So you can see
at 104.
their sign's pretty covered up.
3 Union 35, checking your status.
25, are you still westbound 95? Yeah, 10 4, we're just going up to 60-second half.
3 Union 35, we're fine.
Just see you coming in at Silver Lake.
That one.
I see your lights. We're just to the left of you. 211, where you at? 95 and 20%.
So this is where the protest happened.
Speed 95, approaching Spruce.
Speed 95, approaching Spruce at 100.
Pursuit, I'll call it.
Most of the Brooklyn Center officers I've never had issues with either. They've been usually super great with me filming. There's always a couple incidents, but for the most part, sadly, most of the officers that I knew aren't.
Car's falling around 75 miles per hour.
Aren't.
Going about 70.
I'm the good dispatch and the rescue one already.
75th Avenue at 105.
Aren't with Brooklyn Center Police anymore.
6 lines if you get notified. 201. Northbound 75th Avenue.
Northbound on 75th Avenue. Hit them.
But there's a lot of issues over here I don't know where that pursuit is. It doesn't sound local.
On a gunpoint at 106.
Yeah, they got the guy stopped, one at gunpoint.
All responding officers, they are going to be just north of Highway 95 on 75th by the trading post. We're going to get one in custody. And we're working on get one in custody. One in custody at 106, code 4 at 107.
No. That driver's in custody and they're code 4. We're gonna head up here to...
That's for you taking them to the ER for blood draw or...
Mayday 2 clear, no issues.
Right over. Black 5 to be clear with L type 1 at 107.
2 Mary 3210 4. I have a second 911. Open line 82066th Avenue Northeast. Nothing heard.
Everything else.
104.
So up here at Huntington Apartments, we'll be going by. There's a lot of crime that happens here. The police have been trying to work with a lot of the community organizers, and they've done a lot of work trying to work with residents and just the whole community. The police come out and they do barbecuing. They do a lot of things, trying everything to everything they can to stop the carjackings, the auto thefts, the shootings. It's just, it gets to be unbearable. And the problem is like I said, Brooklyn Park Police try really hard to do everything. They listen to the community, right? They work really hard to listen to the community, and work with the community. But unfortunately, you know, it's not just one entity or one person or one thing that can stop it. There's a lot of shots fired calls. In fact, Brooklyn Park executed a warrant over here at Huntington Place Apartments. I personally have never seen Brooklyn Park officers being rude or disrespectful to anyone. I've only seen them being professional. But that's here on the left, these apartments. I think they are the largest apartment complex or community in the state. So it's almost like its own community. There's usually always officers here. I know there's a lot of issues. They did sell, I don't know, a couple of years ago and got new management here. Apparently they've got like a security checkpoint now.
Good. Did you copy the note in there to send the tow sheet to Citywide? I sent it on, thank you. 110. 255. 255. Good night, 111.
But this is
Yeah, where you voice now?
that wasn't there. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been up this way, but there's it's interesting to see because the apartment complex we were just at, there's usually a lot of crime and problems that are out of there. Although there's apartment complexes over here I'll drive through. There's this apartment complex barely gets any calls or has any problems. So it's just interesting to see how the changes, you know, from certain apartments literally across the street, like these ones, barely have any problems, but the ones just on the other side of the street are constant problems. Now, granted, this apartment complex here is 2 buildings, the one there to the left and this one here to the right, but completely different. So it just goes to show you that, you know, kind of depends on, I think it has a lot to do with management and how they handle things. I did do an interview with the deputy chief at the time, is new police chief of Brooklyn Park. I think he's a super great person and does really everything he can do.
Copies to total for 207 passenger car.
113.
But just on the other, just down the street there, in front of us, is where I was live when they had Brooklyn Park had the standoff situation with the veteran that called for help, and when officers arrived, he did have a firearm next to him, so the officers backed off. They kind of blocked off, did a soft block off around the area, and you know, I think a family member was able to come and pick him up and take him to go get help without incident, which again, that's a really good thing. It's hard. It's always hard to hear these things and film them because, again, just because you can doesn't mean you always should, and the goal is not to make a situation worse, right? But also show agencies always trying to evolve and change, and that's one thing I have to say really good about Brooklyn Park PD is they are always trying to evolve and change. And I like to show you guys these different agencies and how they work and how they operate and how they're always trying to adapt and change to different things. There's no same incident that always happens, right? It's always evolving and changing. You know, with agencies that are refusing to adapt and change to the new times, that's always going to be an issue. This is Brooklyn Park, Hennepin County. This is all encrypted, so we're not going to hear what's going on out here, unfortunately. I know Jai was running for sheriff. He didn't make it for Hennepin County, and that was one of the biggest things he was going to do is unencrypt the radios, so we could hear what was going on. So this area's been a big issue. The strip mall here off to the left has always been an issue. Got a couple, so this is like Brooklyn Center, Brooklyn Park Crystal border.
44140 Round Lake Boulevard. Loud music disturbing. There is caution notes for this address with Officer Stacy. 112.
But again, I've not had issues with any of these cities with me filming. It's you should be able to film and feel safe filming wherever you're going to be, right? My chat's been quiet. I don't know what's going on here.
3 Adam 4113.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what was going on with my chat. I wasn't getting chat. But I can take you guys over here. There's a dealership back in here where Crystal PD did a phenomenal job. So basically, over here, and I don't think I ever did a story on it. All right, so I'm able to see the chat now. So one of these dealerships up here was broken into one night. I think this was last year, and I really want to do a story, and I think I got busy or something came up. But they broke into the dealership. I don't know if it was this one or I think that's like the only one. There's one down here more. But the longer the short of the story is people broke in, stole a bunch of the keys, key fobs, and stuff like that to the cars. So what Crystal PD did is they sat around, or they did a concentrated patrol in this area, and they observed a car with no plates. And oh, hey, good evening, E.M. Johnson. Thanks for jumping in here. I think I seen you earlier. Yeah, now I'm able to see the chat. So when they did the concentrated patrol, they observed a car with no plates. So they attempted a traffic stop. The car took off. They were able, because they had concentrated patrol, and they were able to get the car stopped, and they found all the key fobs and keys in the car. So the plan was these people were coming back to steal a bunch of these vehicles. And because of, and I will call it old school good police work, Crystal PD and Brooklyn Park PD were able to apprehend them and keep the vehicles from being stolen. So there's a lot of good things that the police department is really trying to do. Different agencies are really trying to do it, but they're doing it the right way. And I think those are the things that people don't hear about. And I think that's a big misconception, that a lot of people think I have an issue with Ramsey County. It's not that I have an issue with law enforcement in general. It's very individual based. And that's the problems that we have. And in the last 2.5 years, we've evolved so much. Have it be citizen journalists, independent journalists, law enforcement, government. The evolution happened so fast, no one really knew what was going on. Well, yeah, Pamela, and you guys have been with me for a while. You know exactly how I am. But the newer people that watch don't get to see it, right? They only get to see what's happening. Maybe they jump in and they only see the interaction that happens that aren't necessarily great. But now we're in the city of Crystal, and again, this is all encrypted area. And it's a problem And like I was talking that night, or the picture I showed you guys earlier, the problem is I can't hear what's going on, so I can't show you. And that's a huge problem. Yeah, so Twin City Crime Watch is a great channel, or was it MN Crime? They're great. They work really hard. They get a lot of information out. Minneapolis Crime Watch, they actually banned me on Twitter. You know, we all have different viewpoints. You know, I know one of the volunteers, Alex, with MN Safety. He's a really great guy. There's nothing I can say bad about any of them. You know, I did cover a story up in Maple Grove that came on LTAC. Did have some issues with Maple Grove officers. But again, that's an encrypted channel, so I can't hear Hennepin Dispatch on that as well. So it's kind of hard. And they did give me I asked for a business card, and the officer gave me a baseball card. I ended up going up and talking to the sergeant the next day, and you know, he showed him the video of the interaction and everything that happened, and he apologized and said he's going to take care of it. And I told him that I don't want an official complaint. I don't think I've ever filed an official complaint, to be honest with you guys. So, you know, most of it is I just want the behavior corrected. And most of the agencies actually have my personal cell phone number. And I make it very clear, if there's an issue with me, they can call me. And I am willing to work with them and change. And you know, if I do something wrong, I don't want to do something wrong, right? So let's work together to correct actions. No, it was his personal baseball card. So I don't even know if you guys remember if they did it when you guys grew up, but a lot of officers had like baseball cards of themselves. E.M. Johnson, that's what he gave me. So, I mean, it did identify him with a picture. I just thought it was like kind of rude and disrespectful. We're going to end the street in Plymouth here. And I will tell you why in a minute when we get to the location. Yeah, some officers do have chips on their shoulders. There's a couple sergeants in Plymouth that you know, are pretty much told that they cannot interact with me because of their behavior. But for the most part, you know, I'd say there's a handful of officers that know me. We you know, I'll go to the gas station and run into them, and we'll BS and not have any issues. And there's others that there's others that a couple that absolutely hate me, and there's a couple, and then the majority of them that just don't want to interact with me, and that's fine too. How many pullovers? I don't very rarely get pulled over. The last time I was pulled over was, well, Alex, when I was parked on the side of the road with my engine off. And the time before that, I don't even remember. It must have been years before that. No, it did not have his batting average, although that would have been interesting. Yeah, Pamela, the non-pullover for apparently, well, what would they say? What did Alex say for interference was the reason for the stop? And then it went into a scanner in the vehicle, and then it went into, I was in a crime scene. The only person that was forced to move while they were behind me, blinding me with lights. Meanwhile, they had attempted murder suspects that were leaving the house that we caught on camera, and well, you guys, I'm sure you guys seen it. That one is not. That one I'm not letting go. There's a lot of phone calls and work that I'm doing on that. Securing evidence. Also, their open house, which ironically, and again, I didn't release the footage, which I'll release the footage of the Hennepin County open house that I did. I think I did a short on a demo that they did. But they had zero issues with me up there filming inside the buildings too, in so-called restricted areas. You know, ironically, that's what an open house is, right? Like, you're inviting the public there and you're trying to bridge the gap, right? Isn't that the point of an open house? And I did get comments left saying that there were multiple people up there taking pictures inside the so-called no picture restricted area, where victims and children apparently are, which again, just because you can doesn't mean you should, and it's not the government to censor. Yeah, Ralphie, it was open to some. Laws got broken that day, and it wasn't me. Laws get broken a lot in Ramsey County. Up here is where a pursuit ended at this intersection, and I think it was Orno and Wayzata were involved in that one, and they did a track and a manhunt and had the helicopter come out. I don't think I went live on that. I think I did a video on that. I don't remember. There's so much that happens that I don't get a chance to put out, just because there's not enough to film, right? There's things I film, but there's nothing, like, it doesn't evolve into anything. And that's one thing I always try and encourage people to do. Always video, take pictures, document what goes on, because you never can say time out, everyone go back and start filming it, right? And that's kind of the point. And it might not be anything. But you never know. And it's not that you're filming law enforcement, you're filming what is happening. It's just like that day up at Home Depot. I don't know if you guys remember that incident, where I guess it was a teenager in a mental health crisis. I was static recording, and the officer was an idiot and had to shine me with a light and apparently be distracted by everything in the world. And ironically, the officer knows who I am because I dealt with him at the workhouse. It was one of my first videos, Claiborne. And yeah, LG, that Undersheriff Mike Martin. He was actually out there earlier at that scene where the car crashed into the tree. That was Undersheriff Mike Martin out there. Yeah, E.M. Johnson. GoPros work phenomenal. Each camera has its own purpose, right? But yeah, you like dash cams. You know, I got one in my windshield. I got one in my my back glass, overseeing my bed in the back, and they run in a constant loop, right? So they run 24/7 in a constant loop. They store up to at least a month. They back up automatically on a Wi-Fi connection, so whenever I get close, they'll automatically back up to a cloud, or anytime I turn Wi-Fi on. So yeah, I mean, you don't have to spend a ton of money on camera equipment, but if you don't have it, you will never, you can lose it. Yeah, and I did get some grief for not doing different things, like going back up there after he grabbed my stuff and then apparently trespassed me. Ironically, there's things that I asked Alex that I didn't know we had information requests into the police department in St. Paul. They got back to Steve within a week, 5 days. Keep in mind, we're still waiting on data requests that we put into Ramsey County. Sad joke. I think it's going on like 10 months now at least. I did put in a data request for Bob's YouTube and Facebook analytics, which I'm sure we'll never get. I did. I do want to bring up too. The data request I did put in for Bob's dash cam of that night of my traffic stop where I was parked. Bob, there was no data on Bob's dash cam, so there was no dash cam for Bob. I did put in a data request for Pat's body cam, and there was no data found for Pat's body cam. And I did put a data request in the incident that I was involved in with Superman Alex, and that is is deemed non-public data due to what was it? Due to an active investigation. So yeah. So then I asked what the incident number was and I asked about the incident number and if there's an active investigation regarding me.
It might be a 52. Permit. 134.
So
There's an ambulance. 134.
that intersection up there is pretty sure I went live on that incident, but it is coming up to one year where a bicyclist was hit by a car. I don't know if you guys can see that. That is where the damage would be. Plymouth PD is asking for any information on the vehicle or driver that struck the bicyclist. He did survive the accident, but he has permanent life-altering injuries
Metro traffic.
from the accident.
5494 coming up to 42nd Avenue. It's a gray Toyota passenger car. No plates.
135.
Oh, that's actually coming our way. Yeah, the sad thing about Alex blocking the request is the data request I put in The sergeant that's in charge of data practices for Ramsey County turned it over to Alex. So apparently Alex is in charge of the data requests that we submit for both me and Steve for some weird reason. So I'm going to ask for all you guys that are viewers to go ahead and submit data requests and see if you can get them any faster. If you're willing to do that, that would help out tremendously.
Place in the window. George, you need it.
So they did the traffic stop. So that's the area where we just came from on 494. So it sounds like they got the car stopped. Plate was in the window.
Sounds like 207 probably
But if
you here, so I'm gonna blood drive and pending for right now.
if you if you're interested in helping out with the data request for Ramsey County Sheriff's Department, shoot me an email, and that would help out tremendously. Yeah, Pamela, I agree. That is a huge conflict of interest. Yeah, Ralphie, you could hear the sprinkler hitting the truck. Shelly, it would be the Ramsey County Sheriff's Department. You can email it. I am going to go ahead and put that information out there as well. But I just think it's ironically funny for Bob being allegedly so transparent and bridging the gap with the community. Why do you have the person that you request their personnel file from doing the data request when you actually have a sergeant with the Sheriff's Department that's in charge of public data and data requests supposed to be doing that, actually trained in how to do that? It doesn't make any sense to me. So we are over here at the City of Plymouth Police Department. This PD, I do data requests and I get with it a timely manner, no more than a couple weeks. I've gotten dash cam videos. I've gotten
283.
The crash gonna be on the median side or the right side?
any information I request, I get back. They will call me if they have questions about the data request. But for the most part, you know, they're very open and they try to be as transparent as possible when it comes to data requests. And yes, almost every single one of these officers know my vehicle. But yeah, that's this is where I'm going to leave you guys for the night. I appreciate you for being here. Definitely, if you're interested in, yeah, Shelly, they don't know you, so maybe they'll fulfill yours faster. The higher authority with the Sheriff's Department is Bob Fletcher. He is the highest authority inside of Ramsey County. So yeah, that's it. There's nothing. But I don't know if I'm gonna go out tomorrow night. I might, just because tonight there wasn't a whole lot of action. But I'm kind of glad when it gets slow, I can take you guys out here and show you different areas where we don't get to be a whole lot, mainly because of the encryption or whatever the case may be. And I'm still trying to figure out this whole multi-streaming thing that we've got going on. So hopefully it'll work. I think it's going to be posted. While I was on here, I was watching or monitoring the combo stream, and there was a lot of There was a lot of buffering with the streams, so you know, there's that. I'm just thinking it's a lot of bandwidth. You're downloading 2 live streams and then uploading a live stream at the same time, so it's a lot of bandwidth for a mobile network. But you know, it's. I did check in the library today. They do rent out mobile hotspots, so that might be an option as well if I can rent out for free a mobile hotspot, or if we do the members and we get more information or more money rolling in, definitely going to reinvest into the streaming. So hopefully better quality, better equipment, and we're just going to keep evolving. White, I think it's White T-Shirt Media. They're in California. I was on their stream the other night. They actually use a flare infrared camera system as well, which I think is super cool. I don't quite have the couple $1,000s for that. But yeah. Yeah, Shelly, make sure you ask for a gift card. That would be awesome. I appreciate everyone for being in here. LG, Shelly, Pamela, Ralphie, for sticking in here. That's who I see in the chat. E.M. Johnson. You guys are the only ones really talking in here a whole lot. Yeah, Bakersfield. They do pretty cool. Charles, thanks for being here. But yeah, see you guys all next time. And I don't know if I'm going out tomorrow night. We'll see. I'm going to try and get some video edited and get the stories out. I do put a lot out on the shorts just because it's easier, although there's no monetization yet for those. So I'll look forward to that. I don't really do it for the money, but money's a real thing, right? Yep. Everyone be safe. Have a great weekend. Winter's coming. Be ready for it. Again, I appreciate everyone for being here. Jason with Minnesota News Now out.